Hey, how you doing, everyone? Welcome back to Big Frogs 4x4. No introduction today, no beginning title. Probably because this is the most difficult video that I have ever shot in my life. It's going to be raw, not edited. On Friday, my father suddenly passed away. It's very difficult to be down in my garage right now. There's a lot of memories with him in here with me. For the past several months, he's lived in a camper literally right outside my garage door. And he would hear me in the garage working, and he's been suffering with Parkinson's, and he doesn't usually get out much, and it's hard for him to walk. He'd fall a lot. He would find his way out of his camper and into the garage. And he would sit in this very chair and watch me work. Sometimes not even say anything. He would just watch me work. Very difficult to have this chair empty. I'm kind of doing this video kind of as a healing thing for myself, but for you to understand where I came from. My great-grandfather had owned his own garage, and my grandfather had worked in that garage, and my father had mentored in that garage. It's always been a dream of mine to follow in their footsteps, and a lot of what I know, a lot of what I do, and the way my mind works is because of them and because of my father. So I want to read something that I wrote about my dad and one experience that I had with him. I will never forget the day my dad said he was proud of me for my mechanical ability. It was right after I built my first Jeep Cherokee. A cheap 4.5-inch lift and 31-inch tires. A 4-liter engine, a 5-speed transmission. It was nothing special or expensive, but I did it with my own 2 hands. He was behind me on my driveway, and we went on the CB radio, if any of you remember CB radios. And he said, we were talking on the radio, and we had a large steep embankment on the left-hand side of our driveway, and we came up. And I radioed to him and said, I bet I can drive up over that bank. He radioed back, no way, let's see it. I turned left and positioned my Jeep, pulled the 4-wheel drive lever, let out off the clutch, and eased into the throttle. I let the tires start to bite in and gave it a little more gas. Once it started to climb, I smashed the skinny pedal to the floor and up I went. He was on the CB laughing. You win, he said. And I backed back down. We drove our separate ways because we lived up the same driveway at separate houses. My wife and I owned the house 2 lots over from him. And he called me later that day. Just wanted to tell you, I'm proud of you. What you were able to do is great. I was at a loss for words. I couldn't remember the last time my dad said he was proud of me. My reply was just a quick thought. It was nothing. Just some bolt-on parts. He said it was still fun to watch. At that, we went about our day. Without knowing it, I have been trying to make him proud ever since. Every build, every repair I do, every instructional video I make, I have been wanting to make him proud. Without him, I have nothing. Without him, I would have nothing to drive to do what I would do. I have no drive to do what I do. I know my brain works differently than others. I can see and imagine things, how things should work, how I want them to work, how I will build things to make it my own. I have never owned a car, truck, SUV. I have it modified and made it my own in one way or another. Everything I do will be in memory of my dad and in honor of all of our past mechanics in our family who have passed the knowledge down through the generations. To my grandfather and great-grandfather, who without you I would not be in the mechanic mind I am. So thank you for passing what you know to my dad. And to God for putting my dad in my life for long enough to learn from him and for him to see what he did for me. I love you all. We are a special kind of mind. God has a purpose for each and every one of you. Love a lot, love always. Love forever, your son. This chair that I'm sitting in, it will never leave this shop. It will never have different meaning to me than more than it does now. I just had to share that with everybody. I'm going to try to get videos up this coming up weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be down here to do it. I'm going to do my best. But thanks for watching Big Frog's 4x4. I had to share a little piece of me. A little something about who I am, why I do what I do, and I really feel that someone out there can benefit from this. I know there's female and male mechanics out there who've probably had fathers or grandfathers or mentors of some kind that got them into the mechanic field. And I hope this helps you either move on or appreciate your fathers, your mothers, your mentors that you still have with you. Don't forget to tell them how much you appreciate them, how much you love them, and don't take for granted the time that you have with them, because literally they're here one moment and can be gone the next. Thanks for watching Big Frog's 4x4. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. God bless.